Chapter 6, titled Squeezy Lips. I didn't tattletale on Miss. That's because if I told Mother, I would get in trouble for spying. And if I told the store guy, Miss might go to jail. And so I just kept it a secret inside my head. Because nobody can see secrets inside your head, not even if they look in your ears. On Sunday, Grandma and Grandpa Miller came to our house for dinner. Only I couldn't talk to them that much. That's because secrets are very slippery. And I didn't want it to slip out of my mouth by accident. Why so quiet tonight, Junie B? Said Grandma Miller at the table. Cat got your tongue? My mouth went wide open. What cat, Grandma? Is it the same cat that got killed by the ice cream truck? How come he wants my tongue? Did his tongue get squished in the accident? Grandma Miller made a face. Then she didn't eat her roast beef anymore. Mother looked surprised at me. You sure did get chatty all of a sudden. Does this mean you're not mad about the cookies anymore? And so then I remembered to stop talking again, or else my secret might slip out. I squeezed my lips together very tight. And guess what else? Even the next day when I was on the bus to school, my lips stayed squeezed. Hi, Junie B, said my bestest friend Grace. I did a wave at her. That Grace frowned at me. How come you're not saying hi? You have to say hi. It's the rules. Except for I still didn't say hi. And so then she called me the name of Big Stinky. And when we got to school, that Grace told Lucille I was being a meanie. And so those two played horse all by themselves and not me. That's how come I finally had to sing something very loud to them. I got a secret. Ha, 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 I sang. That Grace put her hands on her hips. So, she said, we don't care, do we, Lucille? Except for just then, Lucille runned over to me speedy quick, 'cause she cared, that's why. If you tell me your secret, I'll be your best friend, she said. Yeah, only I can't, Lucille, I explained, because if I tell you my secret, Miss might get in big trouble, and so I have to keep it inside my head. Lucille did a frown at me. It's not good to keep secrets inside your head, Junie B, she said. My brother says keeping secrets inside your head makes pressure in there, and pretty soon your head blows up. My eyes got very big at her. Oh, no, I hollered real upset. Then I holded my head real tight with my hands, and I runned my very fastest to the nurse's office because she had Band-Aids to hold your head together, I think. My head's gonna blow, I yelled at the nurse. She jumped up from her desk and hurried over to me. What's wrong, Junie B? Do you have a bad headache, she asked. No, I have a bad secret. It's about Miss, only I can't tell anybody. And now there's pressure in my head and I need a Band-Aid or else it's gonna explode. The nurse stayed calm, said, calm down to me. Then she put a Band-Aid on my head, and me and her went to the principal's office. Principal is the boss of the school. Me and him know each other very good. That's because I keep getting sent down there, and so now I'm not even afraid of that guy. Principal sat me in a big wood chair. Good afternoon, Judy B, he said. What's the trouble today? Good afternoon, I said back. My head's gonna blow. Principal frowned his eyes at me. Why do you think that? He asked. I did a little bit of squirming. 'Cause I got a secret in there, that's why, I said. Principal sat down in his big desk. He folded his hands. Maybe, if you tell me your secret, I can help you, he said. Yeah, only I can't talk, I told him. Principal looked disappointed at me. But I thought you and I were pals, he said. We are, I said. I'm not even afraid of you. Principal did a chuckle. Good. That's good, he said. Then why don't you tell me what's bothering you? That's when I did a huffy breath at him, 'cause the guy wasn't listening to me, of course. Yeah, only I already said I can't talk. Remember that? Because if I talk, then I might accidentally tell you that my teacher stole grapes at the grocery store, and then she might have to go to jail. And so that's how come I just have to keep it a secret inside my head, and that's all. I smoothed my skirt. The end, I said. Then I squeezed my lips together very tight, or else my secret might slip out. Only guess what? I think it already did. Chapter 7, Sour Grapes. Principal called Miss to come to his office, only I didn't even know he was going to do that sneaky thing. That's how come I had to pull my skirt away from my head. Or else Miss would see me there, and she would know I tattled on her. Don't do that, said Principal. Yeah, only I'm allowed, I said, from underneath my skirt, because I have on my new red tights, and also boxer shorts. After that, principal went out of his office, and I heard my teacher's voice outside the door. Then I quick got down from my big wooden chair, and I hid it under principal's giant desk, because I was scared of what was going to happen. That's why. I stayed quiet for lots of minutes. Then I heard feet come back to the office, and so I made my breath very quiet. Junie B. Jones, said principal. She might be hiding, said Miss. She's good at that, you know. And so just then I had to think of something very quick, or else they might come looking for me, I think. Yeah, only Junie B. Jones isn't hiding, I said in a scary voice. Junie B. Jones had to go home. Only don't call her mother, or else she will get mad at you and crack your head open. After that, Feet walked real fast around the desk. It was principal. Come out of there now, young lady, he said. I peeked my eyes at him. Shoot, I said very quiet. Then I had to sit on the big wood chair again, and Miss sat down next to me, except for I didn't look at her, or else she might be making a fist at me. Good afternoon, Junie B, she said in a nice voice. I did a gulp. I think you and I need to have a little talk, she said. When my eyes got teeny bit of wet in them, because a little talk means I'm gonna get yelled at. Yeah, only I tried not to tattletale on you, I said very quiet, very quick, because I didn't want you to go to jail for stealing grapes, and so I kept it a secret inside my head, and I didn't talk, and Grandma Miller thought a dead cat got my tongue. Only today Lucille said my head was gonna blow, and so that's how come I run to the nurses for a band-aid, and she took me to the principal. And then my secret accidentally slipped out of my lips. Miss dried my eyes with a tissue. It's okay, Junie B, she said. I'm not angry at you. I just need to know what you saw me do at the grocery store. Can you tell me what you saw? Then she said the words exactly. I made my voice very whispering. I exactly saw you eat grapes, I told her, except for you didn't pay the store man for them. You just put them in your mouth and ate them. And that is called the word stealing, I think. After that, I hid my head under my skirt again. You don't have to hide, Junie B, said Miss. I'm the one who should be hiding. I'm the one who took the grapes. I peeked my head over my skirt at her. Then Miss did a little smile, and she explained all about what happened. 2 weeks ago, I bought some grapes at the grocery store, she said, but when I got them home, I discovered they were so sour no one in my family would eat them. So this week, when my husband and I went back to the store, I thought I'd be smart and taste a couple of the grapes before I bought them. I raised my eyebrow. Is that the rules? I asked very quiet. Miss shook her head. No, she said. That's not the rules. I should have told the grocery man about my sour grapes, and then I should have asked him if I could sample one or two. But I didn't do that, and it was right of you to worry when you saw me eating them without paying for them. It was, I asked. Miss smiled again. Of course it was, she said. It shows you know right from wrong, and it also shows that teachers make mistakes just like everybody else. Teachers aren't perfect, Junie B. No one is perfect. After that, I felt relief in me because of no more secret. That's why. Yeah, and guess what else I saw? I said, very happy. I saw you and your strange man do a big smoochy kiss. And it was right in front of the whole entire everybody. Only you didn't even know I was spying on you. Because I'm not actually allowed to do that sneaky thing. Only my mother never ever find it out. I smiled very proud of myself, except for Miss didn't smile back. And Principal didn't smile back too. Because guess why? Another secret just slipped out. That's why. Chapter 8, Grandparents' Day. Miss went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only Principal didn't let me go, too. He said to stay in my wooden chair. Then he called Mother on the telephone, and he told her all about the grocery store and also about my sneaky peeky spying. Principal is a squealer. After that, Mother said she wanted to talk to me. Only when I said hi, she didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me, Missy, and no more spying means no more spying, and we could talk about this after her work. Then Mother said she never wants to get any more phone calls from the principal. Did I understand? Did I? Did I? I looked at Principal. Mother says not to call her anymore, I told him. Then Mother did a loud groan in the phone, except I don't know why. After that, me and her hung up. And Principal said I could go to room 9, and so I run there speedy quick. Only too bad for me, because I got there too late to sing My Country Tizzy 3, Sweet Land of Liver Free, which is my favorite flag song. And so I just had to sit down at my table, and that's all. I showed Lucille my band-aid. See, my head's not blown up, I said, very happy. Too bad, said a mean boy named Jim. I made a fist at him. Then me and him got into a scuffle. Scuffle is the school word for I accidentally tore his shirt. Only guess what? I didn't even get in trouble because just then the grandparents came to room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine. There's mine, I hollered very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy head. Mine too, said a girl named Charlotte. Mine too, said my boyfriend named Ricardo. Then a grandma with blonde hair came in, and she had on long red fingernails and dangling earrings with jewels on them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like a money bags, Lucille, I said. After that, another grandma came in, and she runned over to that Jim I hate and tried to hug him very tight. Only that mean Jim just kept on standing there, and he didn't even hug her back. I tapped on her. I will hug you, I said. And so then me and her hugged real tight. I hate your grand boy, I said very sweet. Just then Miss clapped her loud hands together and she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room. Then the children talked all about what we do in room 9. It is fun here, said my bestest friend, that Grace. We learn to count and to read and to wash our hands after we go to the bathroom. And we learn recess and snacks and art, said Ricardo. Art is my favorite, I called out. Only my art didn't get hanged up because I painted a horse and his head turned out like a fat wiener sausage. And so I had to tear it up and stomp on it with my shoes. Then that mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me. And it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. Yeah, only everybody makes mistakes, I said. Right, miss? Right? Because on Saturday you kissed a strange man at the grocery store and then you stole a bunch of grapes. And so every teacher makes mistakes, right? Mrs. Face went funny. Then her skin turned the color of reddish and her voice couldn't say any words. How come you're not talking, miss? How come you're not talking, miss? I hollered out. Does the dead cat got your tongue? Just then Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room. Then I heard my grandpa laugh too. And pretty soon lots of other grandparents were laughing and laughing. Hey, it sounds happy in this place, I hollered. After that, Miss didn't look so reddish anymore. Then we got out the freshments and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on a plate. What's your problem with that? Miss made announcement to room 9 and she said only 2 cookies apiece for the children, except for I ate 4 delicious cookie ones, 4 delicious chocolate ones, and nobody even saw me. Only that's not called stealing, that's called extras. After the freshmen, the grandparents had to go home to their houses. And so I hugged my grandma and grandpa very much. And then I hugged that mean Jim's grandma too. And also Lucille's moneybags Nana. Love your earrings, I said. Then Miss saw me being polite and she smiled very nice at me. Miss has white teeth. They are just like Grandpa Miller's teeth, only hers don't come out, I think. Except for I'm not sure for sure positive. And so guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. That's what. And that is the end of our tale. All right, until our next one.